Hello, I am live. I'm reading out of Eyes of Horus. It is a life of Joan Marshall Grants. She was a writer of her own farm memories. In this life, she is Ra-Up, a male, and she is an heir to the nomarch of the Oryx. But he grows up in a corrupt land devoted to the worship of Set. Still in the beginning. So he grows up in a corrupt Egypt, which is devoted to the worship of Set, the Lord of Fear. And when he is an adult, which he is now, he joins a conspiracy known as Eyes of Horus, which is dedicated to breaking the rule of fear and lifting the shadows of lust, greed and cruelty from Egypt. So Ra-Up leads the Eyes of Horus into battle. But we are not there yet. He is on a journey. We are in part 5 of this book at chapter 4, I think, is it? Chapter 5, Marriage by PTAH. Though it had not been difficult to persuade Ramoise to allow us to be married in his house, it was not quite so easy to gain his approval of having the ceremony performed by Cat Hen. He could understand our objection to being married in the new temple, but as we had to have a priest to hear our vows, he found it incomprehensible that we did not wish to have the high priest. "I cannot understand," he said rather petulantly, "why you insisted on choosing Tet Hen, when, because of my rank, the high priest would not have refused if I had asked him to come here to perform the ceremony." "I know he would," said Mary soothingly. "And if you were not of such high rank, you might need to show your power by having your daughter married with every symbol of your importance. But gilding is only necessary when base metal masquerades as gold. Everyone knows you are a great man, so you can afford to acquiesce to your daughter's whims. Surely it is a compliment that I prefer your house to the temple, and isn't it as though you believed it? It isn't as though you believed in the power of the new priest any more than we do." "I wish you wouldn't say things like that, Mary." He sounded more than a little annoyed. "Everyone in the royal city has the right to his own thoughts, but not always the right to speak them. Many of us know the temples are corrupt, but that does not mean they are without power. And a power which is, if provoked, is liable to destroy." "That will soon be changed," Mary began, but he broke in. Yes, I know all that. The Watchers are going to drive fear out of Egypt, and we are to have a new pharaoh. You find it convenient to forget there have been many conspiracies in the past which failed, and until this one succeeds, I prefer not to know about it. It was very honest of you and Ra-Up not to have kept it all from me. I appreciate your confidence, and in exchange I have done everything possible to show my approval of your marriage. If the Watchers come to power, I shall be able to put my barter system into operation. It will give Egypt more stability than 1,000 societies of idealists who have pledged themselves to bring her peace. But don't tell me any more of your plans. I don't wish to know them, though you may rest assured I pray for their success." He shot a keen glance at me from under his heavy eyebrows. "I am right in thinking your plans must wait on the death of Pharaoh?" "Yes," I said. "He is already a dying man, and his heart will be weighed by a higher authority than the Eyes of Horus. Mary tells me it is probably the vizier will be chosen. I approve that choice. The royal heir, though perhaps I should not say so while he still is the royal heir, has certain qualities which are, shall we say, undesirable in a ruler." And I stop this here.